Hey peeps, Preeti here, and today I'm here to review / discuss / book talk The Corset Diaries by Katie MacAlister. So this was a 3-star read that I very briefly mentioned in my 2016 Year in Books video, but I figured I'd talk about it more. As this is a 3-star read, my thoughts are kind of all over the place and kind of do not exist because it's very in the middle of everything. So I'm just gonna tell you my thoughts as they come into my head, and that's gonna be the video. Firstly, we have our main character. Her name is Tessa, and she is overweight. She tells us this 100 million times throughout the book so that we never forget it, and she's very self-conscious about her weight, and apparently the one redeeming thing about her is her hair, and everyone loves her hair, or at least the guy who hires her to put her on this reality TV show about present people like us, people in the now, pretending to completely immerse themselves in the 18th century, sometime during Victorian England. What is that, the 19th century? I cannot recall my Jane Austen right now. And so she gets called onto this show, and she's like, but no one will like me. Oh my gosh, I'm so fat. The directors and producer are gonna look at me and be like, ugh, she's too fat for the role. Get her away. I'm like, girl, no. And okay, I understand that you're scared and nervous, and people are always self-conscious about their body, but this was a bit much. And in the beginning, okay, and I mean, it did kind of rub me the wrong way after a while. She just mentioned it so darn much, even when people accept her and don't say anything, and heck, the love interest loves her. I did love the love interest. His name is Max, and he's very down to earth. Yes, he's descended from a duke, but you cannot get more down to earth than that. I initially picked up this book thinking that it would be Austenland by Shannon Hale, because ever since I read that book, I have been looking forever and ever for something similar, but I haven't found it yet. I actually read the second book too, Midnight in Austenland, but it was nowhere near as good as the first book. It probably didn't help also that the love interest in that one was the nice guy, and LOL, nah. When Tessa first meets Max, she is blown away, and then she barfs on his shoes. Needless to say, Max probably does not have the best impression of her. The official icebreaker between them is actually when Tessa is bending down to get something in her corset and she farts. The humor in this book, it was more cringy than humor inducing, and that was kind of a problem, but I mean, you get used to it after a while. Either that or the author tones it down as the book goes on, but either way, I'm glad it wasn't that bad for the entirety of the book, because I don't think I could have stood that. I mean, if that type of humor is your thing, definitely go for this book, because this book will give you a lot of laughs if that is your thing. I mean, it gave me a decent amount of laughs too, and this is not my thing at all, not my genre at all. Max, the love interest, he also has a daughter, Melody, and she hates Tessa to death at the beginning, and she's very rude, and Max is very overprotective of her. Certain things that he doesn't allow Melody to do, such as riding horses, this rubs Tessa the wrong way, and she's like, this is not right. You cannot be this overprotective of your child. This will have a negative impact on her right now, but also further in life, and Max, you don't want that. This starts a few arguments between them, but they even while they're arguing, they still get it on in bed, so I don't know, but that works out for them. But then eventually Tessa is the reasonable one in this relationship, and she's like, dude, you can't just keep doing this. We need to talk things out. We need to talk when we are not in bed. So I like that about her. And what I did love about Max is that he didn't care about her weight. He didn't care that she was 5 years older than him. He was just so freaking reasonable, which is great. Sometimes you need that. Book characters are often the opposite of reasonable. So when you find one like that, it's kind of cool. Another thing I loved about him was that once he learns a lesson, he doesn't go back on that lesson like so many other characters in so many books. Tessa gets it through to his head, certain things, and even when there is a little backwards fall and something bad happens, he still retains the lesson. That is a skill that many people don't have because they're too frightened and go back into their protective shell, but no, Max was great. I did the relationship that bloomed between Melody and Tessa. Melody is the little angry child, and Tessa is the I'm so mean, but actually I'm a crybaby. Not even mean, I'm a tough mother, but I'm a crybaby, and it's just so cute. It was so cute seeing them grow together, and they started doubting their relationship at times, but things would bring them together and things would pull them apart, but they would climb over those things and come together. Max is actually recently divorced, so Melody is kind of heartbroken and jaded towards relationships, and So it's just really cute seeing how everything works out. Like Melody, Max, and Tessa, they're just the cutest little family. There's nothing overall significant about this book. It's your not everyday romance, and if you are in the mood for something normal or at least like this is not Sophie Kinsella, but it's like Sophie Kinsella times 3, like put on high speed kind of. Like it's the whole book is written in diary format, so I guess that would kind of be like Bridget Jones's Diary, which I haven't read. I did watch the movie, loved it, but yeah, so you do have to get used to the diary format, and it takes a while because like you miss out things, or like the pacing is like kind of like not in order because she doesn't update her diary every day all the time, because of course you get caught up in life. It happens, it's normal, it's fine. But yeah, other than that, it was a cute read. I was sorely disappointed when I started because it's not like Austenland, and I don't know, this is the second reality TV show that just has not been great for me. The other one was like How to Lose a Bachelor in 10 Days or something, or maybe just How to Lose a Bachelor, I'm not completely sure, but that didn't work out for me, and this did not work out for me that much, although I definitely liked it better than the latter thing that I just mentioned, because that was weird. That was weird as heck. Not that this isn't weird as heck, but like the people are decent, and like I did find myself enjoying it eventually, although I had to skim a lot, especially as the book got closer to the end. I was reading on my Kindle, so like the closer it got to 100%, like 80, like skim a ton, 90, skim even more, and yeah, but I got through it. It was fine, but I wouldn't recommend this to anyone unless this is specifically your thing. If you're just randomly hopping into the genre, maybe this isn't the one you want to start with.